All right. This is Jason Smith, and just want to jump on real quick. Just got back from Fizer InterGlobal, Kairos InterGlobal, located on 2626 Hillmont, and just got finished under the leadership of Doctors Andre and Bridget Fizer. And just wanted to share really quickly a couple of things that I got out. Can't share everything because it was a lot, but it's very clear, and a couple of things. I'll limit myself to a couple of things. The question that was raised: is God real? And of course, my answer was yes. Yes, He is real. And my reasoning: how do I know He's real? My reasoning is just the sheer fact that I exist and I can do what I do on a daily basis. It proves that there's the existence of God because I did not make myself. Okay, and that's a true statement. But then the next level of the question is this: is God real to the point to where His will carries weight in your everyday life? In other words, do you really carry yourself in a way where God is watching you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And then, so that brings up a different thing because, hey, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we're able to somehow compartmentalize God to the point where we can say, we're going to ignore the fact that God is here. We're going to put Him somewhere else, and then we're going to engage in what we want to do, whatever that desire of our particular flesh or sin activity that we are choosing to engage in at the moment. We can block Him out. So is He really real if we're able to do that? Or is He just an idea or a concept that we have come to accept, or that we were scared into believing in or accepting or saying the correct words? So that takes it to another level for me. So I was like, yeah, that is definitely something, and to actually ask yourself and answer. The other thing that was brought up was adolescence. Like when you're an adolescent, when you're a child in spirit, even though you're older. I'm over 50 years old, 53 years old to be exact. And you can get older in body while remaining a child in your perception of God, of who you are and who God is. And so we went through all that. There's a lot of things I can't get into, but the main thing was one of the signs of adolescence spiritually is the fact that you want to get away from adult supervision or pressure so that you can concentrate and focus on what you're doing. And in the classroom, we as educators, we know that as proximity, the proximity effect. So that means if there's a disruption going on in the class or a behavioral issue or an off-task situation, all I need to do is position myself over there by the students that are engaging in this activity. And all of a sudden, they get quiet, they straighten up. They don't want me to see what they're doing because they know what they're doing is wrong, or they know what they're doing is off task. Let's put it that way. It's off task. And so they're out of line. And so they tend to straighten up when the proximity of the teacher or the distance of the teacher is closer to them. Okay, the more they act in line. So it's the same way. You take that to God. Do you feel that same level of proximity that God is always with you? He's not going anywhere. He sees everything. In the light, you could turn the lights off, but he can still see. You know. And we talked about that, you know, and so in that regard, is God real to you like that? To where would you really engage in all of the activities that you do? You know, there's some things you would or would do in all your activities. Would you engage in all of them if you treated God, or if God was really real to you like that? So it's just food for thought for you. I wanted to share it with you. That's where I'm at. It's like, okay, yeah, I know, yeah, we all know God is real, but are we really treating him as though as he is, as real as we say he is? Does he really carry the influence in my life that I say in all aspects? Or otherwise, would you do the things that you do publicly or privately? So I think that's an awesome thing. I think it's an awesome way to govern our lives, ourselves, is to govern ourselves because God is watching. He is watching us 24/7 all the time. And he's God. And so that's amazing to me. So I was just going to share two things, but I wanted to go ahead and share this next thing because if you have to make God influential, that's another thing. If you have to make God influential, then that's not going to last. If you have to make him influential, he's something that should naturally for us naturally be influential. So it's just an examining of our heart, which connects to what we talked about last week, was examine yourself to see whether or not you be in the faith. And so just sharing what I got a chance to receive this week, a little bit last week. Hope you guys got something out of it and take it food for thought for yourself. Is God really real to you? Now we know the theoretical answer, but in truth and in influence and in the way we govern our lives, is God really present? Is he really there for us? Is he really there to us? All right, in Jesus' name, we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.